Mabuhay from the beautiful city of Manila. I'm Bakwesa for the channel Fragrance RX, and today is a very special day. Today I'll be doing my very first top list fragrance video. Now, as you can see in the title, I'll be doing my top 3 designer fragrance for the hot weather. Now, this is also my first time to be doing a collaboration video with another YouTube fragrance reviewer. Now, his name is Troy. He is a Philam. He is based in Southern California, and he will be doing a top 3 niche fragrances for the hot weather. So without further ado, let's go now and see my top 3 designer fragrances for the hot weather. Well, since it's very difficult for me to choose just 3 designer fragrances for the hot weather in my fragrance collection, I will add one more in this list. Now, I'll add an honorary mention, which are Jean Paul Gaultier Superman and Jean Paul Gaultier Popeye right here. Now, these two are flankers of the original Le Male. They are the same juice in 2 different bottles. Now, these are the summer versions of the Le Male, the original Le Male. I think these are limited editions, so make sure to check out these fragrances, smell them while you still can, because, well, it's really difficult. You will really have a hard time acquiring these fragrances right now as of today. Now, this fragrance opens up with that minty, very dominant minty vibe, and that makes it a bubblegummy scent. Very playful, very casual scent, perfect for the hot weather. Now, I'll spray this Superman in my left arm, okay? Wow, guys. In fact, these fragrances right here are my top fragrance in the whole Le Male collection. I reviewed the whole Le Male collection. If you want to check it out, I'll put the link here. And on that video, I've mentioned that these 2 fragrances right here are my top fragrance from the whole Le Male collection. So make sure to check out these 2 fragrances right here. My honorary mention, Jean Paul Gaultier Superman and Jean Paul Gaultier Popeye. Top 3 on the list we have here, Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche. Now, I have here the metal flask version. It comes in a 150ml bottle, this metal version right here. Now, I think I got it right already because, well, in my very first video way back 2 years ago, when I was still starting as a fragrance YouTube reviewer, I've mentioned that the pronunciation, I pronounced this wrong. I pronounced this one as Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche, and many commented that I pronounced it wrong. So I think this time I got it right already. Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche. Now, this fragrance is another flanker of the original Terre d'Hermès line, and this one is their fresher take on that Terre d'Hermès, which is heavy on the vetiver. Now, this fragrance opens up with that orange peel note, very natural smelling orange peel note. So I'll spray it here on my right hand. Okay. Wow, very natural smelling orange peel note. I really love the creations of Jean-Claude Ellena because the fragrances from the Hermès house is really natural smelling. They are very much natural smelling. Perfect for the hot weather, especially here in the Philippines. However, this is somehow at the expensive side. This Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche, you can get this for about 4,000 pesos, 4,000 to 5,000 pesos, roughly about 80 to 100 US dollars. So this is quite at the expensive side, but the good thing about it is you'll smell unique because only a few people will be able to afford this Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche. Top 2 on my list we have here for my favorite house, Christian Dior, is none other than Dior Homme Cologne. Now, why is this fragrance perfect for the hot weather? Let's check it out. I'll spray it here on my left arm. I really love the sprayer of Christian Dior because just a few small taps, guys, just a few small taps like that, and you'll be able to release a decent amount of juice already. So, why is this fragrance perfect for the hot weather? Oh wow, this fragrance opens up with that very refreshing bergamot and grapefruit blossom. Very refreshing, guys. They really made this fragrance for the hot weather. When you spray this fragrance in a hot day, not only you will be freshened up, also those people who will be smelling you will be freshened up as well. Now, you can get this for about 3,000 to 4,000 pesos, roughly about 60 to 80 US dollars. Definitely worth it, guys. If you are a Dior Homme collector, if you want to collect the whole Dior Homme collection, make sure to get this fragrance. And if you want to check out my whole Dior Homme collection review, I'll put the link here and check it out. I reviewed the whole Dior Homme collection there. And last but not the least, my top 1 on my list for the top 3 designer fragrances for the hot weather, we have here from the house of Nautica, we have here Nautica Voyage. Now you might be wondering why Nautica Voyage. I'll spray it first, here on my right arm. Okay. So, smelling this bad boy right here. Wow, okay. This fragrance opens up with that very dominant cucumber note, which is not listed in the official note breakdown of Nautica Voyage right here. I also get a hint of that apple note which gives it a sweet kick. So why is this my top 1 on the list? Well, this one is readily available anywhere, guys. Here in the Philippines, you can get this for about 2,500 pesos for the retail price. But if you are smart enough, you can get this for about 500 to 1,000 pesos, roughly about 10 to 20 US dollars. This is a very cheap fragrance if you just know where to look. Imagine yourself, guys, sailing in the ocean while drinking a cucumber juice. That's how I will describe my experience wearing this Nautica Voyage right here. And this also lasts on my skin for a very long time, about 8 hours easy. And that is enough to get you all throughout the day. Again, very accessible scent, very readily available scent. You can get this anywhere for a very, very cheap price. So this fragrance definitely is a bang for the buck fragrance. My top 1 in my designer fragrances for the hot weather. Okay, listen up, guys. So I'll now be introducing you to my new friend of mine, Troy D, who happens to be a Filipino as well, living in the United States. Now he specializes in niche fragrances and he's all over Facebook groups right now. And he has lots of niche fragrances in his collection. And if you want to learn more about niche fragrances, make sure to check out his channel. I'll put the link down below for his YouTube channel. And he will be giving his top 3 niche fragrances for the hot weather. So without further ado, take it away, Troy.
Alright, so we shall begin right now. And this is really easy. This is just basically three niche perfumes that I recommend for the hot weather, guys. And one which is a special mention, or like an honorary mention. Don't worry, it's not Aventus. We'll just put that there. That one's really good though. Okay, so this decision making I did was for a couple things, right? So I thought about it because I was getting all these really good ones. Like every week I was getting a good one, and then there's also those ones that I really recommend, but then they're either like really hard to get or really pricey. So I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. That would be like stunting. I would be like stunting on you guys on the video, and I don't really like that. What I want to do is to give you guys my choices that you can actually buy at this point. Okay, so that was one of the criteria. It's like number 1 is you can actually get it, so it's not like impossible to get. Okay, that's number 1. And then number 2 criteria is that I haven't really reviewed any of them, so that way it's not like redundant. Like I already have a review of this, so you know, it's not one of those where I'm shuffling it back. Okay, so we shall begin. First warm weather scent that I really recommend is none other than Clive Christian 1872. Okay, Clive Christian 1872. I mean, this thing knocks my socks off every single time. Even after collecting the greatest, the most expensive, the rarest stuff, all I have to do is go back and spray this on me, and it just reminds me of how epic this is. Okay, and this thing 1872 even goes head to head with the Neos, you know, and the Elysiums of this world. Okay, now what makes 1872 so great? Okay, so 1872, number 1 is the longevity. The longevity of this is so long, just like all the Clive Christians. Okay, it is very long, lasts all day, and is applicable all day. If you're thinking about, you know, warm weather, right? You're thinking about what? Like citrusy, right? Bright, citrusy, classy, gentlemanlike, right? Lasts all day. Why? Because a gentleman has a whole day. He's got a whole day of things to do. Well, 1872 really falls into that bracket, guys. Okay, this is really amazing. I really like this. It's a very green herbal scent with an amazing dry down. And like I said, man, guys, you know, just save up for this, or sell a couple of your frags you don't even use and make a couple $100 and get one of these. Okay. 1872 is definitely one of the 3 I would recommend for hot or / warm weather. Okay, next up, and I highly recommend this, guys. Oh man, the hype is real on this one. This one is Amouage Beach Hut Man. Okay, Beach Hut Man. Okay, I've heard a lot of this stuff before, and then, you know, when I finally got the bottle, I think maybe a month and a half ago, through Rohan actually. Hey Rohan, what's up? Man, great choice. Beach Hut Man. Oh man, like this thing right here, is a very powerful projecting scent. Okay, the type of feels I get from this is Zaharoff. You know, if you own Zaharoff, the full bottle, you notice when you take off the cap, it's like the scent already like projects around you, even if you haven't even put anything on you. And Beach Hut is the same. It's like you open the cap, you try to spray it just once, and it feels like it's already all around you. This is a projection beast, or performance beast. But most of all, it's also like that because it is very like, it's also like green piney, you know, kind of green piney woody, but like there's that mint note, you know, there's that mint note in there that makes it kind of like that Zaharoff. It's sort of like a minty note, green piney, that I think is you can't find it anywhere else. I can't find it anywhere else, and you guys know I don't like to smell like a forest. This one does not, even if it's got that minty, piney, woody, kind of lemony scent. Is not. It doesn't make you smell like a forest. Matter of fact, it just makes you smell incredibly fresh with that crazy performance. So this one is just amazing. It also has orange blossom, and vetiver and other really great notes. But like I said, you know, it's very like minty green. But the strong points of Beach Hut Man is just projection, performance, unstoppable, crazy. I mean, the last time I actually spoke about performance this crazy was what, Ani, Nishane Ani, right? But this one, crazy. Beach Hut Man, guys. Make sure you guys get this. And the third one, and to me, like I said, this one, no excuses on the cost, guys, because it's really worth it. This one is by Zherzhov 1717 collection. This is Pico Via Dhamma. Pico Via Dhamma. So I've said this before. This is that perfume that, I mean, you know, I think even if I could lose everything else, I'd probably just keep this and I'll be fine. Pico Via Dhamma, you know, just put it lightly, is just, or make it simple, is like a rich man's baby powder. You know, it's like the baby powder for the rich, and it actually executes that same way. It's almost like this kind of like powdery aura around you that smells so rich, so great. Again, this one is like this one in the sense that it lasts all day. In that, you know, if you have any type of daytime engagements, this thing will last forever, like seriously. And it will also maintain that same kind of projection throughout the day. So I guess, you know, you're really getting your money's worth, is what I'm trying to say. And because there is the gray market, there are so many people that actually are selling this. You know, one of the guys that was selling me this was basically saying, you know, this felt too rich for me. You know, like I don't have a Lamborghini. So I wanted to sell this, and it's true. It is very opulent, but at the same time, guys, you know, for warm weather too. I mean, you're looking for kind of like a fragrance that performs for you because you'll probably have an all-day affair outside. I mean, of course, it's COVID right now, but let's just assume it wasn't COVID. You would have stuff to do all day, and Pico Via Dhamma will make you smell opulent and rich all day, every day. Worth it, guys. Really, really worth it. Okay, and this is my special mention because, you know, Wetzel had a special mention. This is none other than Dixit and Zach Brindaban. Dixit and Zach Brindaban. This one really shocked me. I had heard about the Dixit and Zach hype, and you've heard me before on my Bortnikov videos and stuff like that, man. I don't take too nicely on the exotics and the exotic hype and people plunking so much money just to get it. Just because it's limited, just because they say they're not going to do it again. Okay, I get it, but, you know, because doesn't mean I'm not chasing it, doesn't mean I'm not going to get it if somebody sells it to me at a great price, which is exactly what happened. One of these sellers that I know who collects all this stuff eventually sold everything. He sold this one, he sold Emperor Hind, and at a great price, and he just gave me first dibs, and I was like, thank you so much. But of course, you know, we can't just buy the whole thing, you know, it's too expensive. So I was able to get a full bottle of Brindaban with me. Now Brindaban, very interesting. You smell it and you think that, you know, if you're an anti-exotic scent guy, you're probably gonna throw this in the trash, or you'd be like, no way, it's too, like, you know, Indian temple, you know, that kind of scent, marigolds, and it looks like you're doing a Tomb Raider mission somewhere in Cambodia, and you found a cave with precious relics from those times, something like that. That's what it smells like when you just like take a first whiff. However, guys, you know, it's totally different when you put it on. Okay, when you put Brindaban on, it's totally different. The yuzu and the Indian marigold, actually, it makes it really, really wearable. Okay, it becomes this like really bright scent that you know, I clearly remember testing this out. You know, I had my mask on. This thing would cut through the mask. Okay, it's as if my mask wasn't there to block my nose. The scent of Brindaban cut through the mask and just went through my nose. I was like, wow, this is crazy, right? And I was expecting to smell like an Indian temple, but I did not, actually. It's different when it's on your skin, when it's projecting. It's totally different. It's this bright, you know, really nice fragrance. And the one thing I would, you know, say about Brindaban is that you know, every person I talked to that smelled it, you know, they were in a good mood, you know, when I was talking to them. Every lady, sales lady, when I stopped and got my stuff, you know, from the stores, were like on this like really nice mood. I mean, talk to some random people. I mean, it's just great. People around you will feel kind of like happy, you know, around you, just because I guess it's that scent, you know. It's such a, it's almost like a meditative scent, you know what I mean? It's so bright, so nice, and again, performs like crazy, cuts through the mask. So I would say that, you know, the thing that all of these have in common is that they all perform sick to the membrane. Like, none of them sucks. Well, maybe this guy, but this guy isn't really part of the list. But this crazy sillage, crazy performance. This one, crazy longevity, crazy performance. This one too, sillage and longevity. And same here. Really, I mean, this encapsulates kind of like a warm, hot day where we probably will be out the whole time. We'll probably go to air conditioning, you know, mall or somewhere, something like that. But mostly we'll be out the whole day. Guys, this is what you need. Okay, these are my suggestions. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. And again, if you want to get some more stuff on niche and other rare stuff, you might want to follow the channel, TroyD247 Mall. Wedsel will link you below. And thanks, Wedsel, for this collaboration. Like I said, I mean, I've been talking to you for a while, and I really like your style. And we should do more collabos anyways. And I'm really proud to represent for the Filipino reviewers all around the world. Okay? So thank you, Wedsel. Thank you again. And well, I'll see you guys on the next video on my channel.
It's the golden hour already here in the Philippines, so I'm just letting the sun shine on my face because it looks good, right? Okay, so you heard our top 3 designer and niche fragrances for the hot weather. Now, what are your thoughts with regards to those fragrances that we mentioned a while ago? What are your top fragrances for the hot weather? Again, put your comments down below and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Fragrances RX, and also to Troy's channel, TroyD247 Mall. Again, this is Wesley for the channel Fragrances RX, your fragrance doctor. See you in the next video. Have a nice day and stay fragrant!